We're now looking at the long A, but not long I, excuse me, long I, but you will notice that the long I doesn't necessarily have to be represented by the I. It can be represented by another letter. Let's see what letter that is. And let's see, I'm going to share my screen. So remember though, look at the phonetic representation of that sound. It's the same phonetic representation. So although in the letters that we learn in school is different than it was, than the letter that we use for the other long I sound. The phonetic representation is the same, but this time the letter is not an I, it's the Y. Sly. He's a sly dog. Ally. Dry. You're going to notice that a lot of these words are very short. They end in Y. They have the long I sound, and the words themselves are very short. Imply. What are you implying? What do you imply when you say that? By. Now you know that by has 3 different spellings. BY is one, BUY is another, and BYE is another. And they mean 3 different things. My. He is my brother. My. Dynamite. Now, this is one of the unusual words in which the Y is long I sound. And it's not a, I mean, that's not a short word. It's not the longest word in English language by any stretch, but it's not the shortest word either. Dynamite. We don't use that anymore. Brian. Drying. Bypass. Reply, to answer, to reply to a letter, to answer the letter. Fly. Gyrade. Notice the G is soft, not gyrade, gyrade. Dryad. Mycology. Byte. Byte as in the computer, not bite as in a dog bites or the dogs bite. Sky, that SK, sky. Try. Now, in English, when you want to try, can be to try something. So for the he, she, and it form, because you know the he, she, and it ends in S, you just don't put the S. You remove the Y and add the IES. Tries. Drywall. comply. Once again, if you're talking about the he, she, it form of the verb in conjugation in the present indicative, you remove the Y and add the IES. He complies. Buy. Now there you don't do that. He buys many things. You just add an S. Buys. Buy. Dry, clean. Now with the dry, you do. You remove the I and add the, remove the Y and add the IES. Myopia. That means you see like this. You don't see in either side. You have a myopic view of life, a very narrow view of life. Cry. Remove the Y and add the IES. But you don't remove the Y and add the ING. You have the whole word cry, crying. So when you have the ING, you don't remove the Y. You have the whole word and then ING. These are called inflections. They're called suffixes. Guy. It's also pronounced gi, but the normal pronunciation is guy. When it's not capitalized and it's lowercase, it means it's an informal word of saying man. Who's that guy over there? Who's that man over there? Why? No H pronunciation. Why? Why did you do that? Byzantine. Now, frankly, I've heard of Byzantine also. So some people pronounce the Y, once it's not a short word also, pronounce the Y as the long I, and other people pronounce the Y in this word, short I, Byzantine, Byzantine. Lying. You are lying. You are not telling the truth. This is the progressive form or the present participle form. It depends on how it's being used of the verb to lie. Whether you mean to tell an untruth, not to tell the truth, or whether you mean to be on the bed and you're lying down. It's a irregular past present participle form. So a lot of people say, you're lying. Cynide, a poison. Ooh, this word is not short at all. Encyclopedia. Chrysler. So although a lot of the words are short, there are other words that are long. And here, you have to hear the word to know how it's pronounced. Because you could see Chrysler. No, I guess you can't say Chrysler. I've never heard of that. Chrysler. Byzantine and Byzantine I've heard of. Chrysler and Chrysler I've never heard. Chrysler I've never heard of. There I was exaggerating a bit. Let's see. Hypothetical. When you don't, you're doing something hypothetically. You say, hypothetically speaking, it's not true. You're setting up a problem and you want to know how would a person solve that problem? So hypothetically speaking, because it didn't happen. Hyper. Myology. Gyroscope, hydrogens. A lot of these words are science. Well, some of these words are scientific. I shouldn't say a lot. Cycle. And this goes with the word, you know, a cycle. It's like a circle when things happen. The seasons have a cycle. There's winter, summer, fall. No, let me see. There's winter, summer, fall, and spring. Cycle. You also see this word with a bicycle, because a bicycle has a round, and I think it's because it's round, the wheels. Dying. That is the present participle or progressive form of the verb to die. You can use this both literally, he's dying, or you use it metaphorically. For example, I'm dying to see you. You're not dying. Or I'm dying, I'm hungry. You're not dying of hunger. There you're using it metaphorically. Mythos. I've heard mythos also. Spy. Fry. Frying, the Y stays. But if you're talking about he, she, and it fries the meat, you remove the Y and add the IES. Cypress. Dyne. Cyberspace. Hyphen. Kymograph. Kylie. Lysis. Let's see. Nylon stockings, or at least they used to have nylon stockings. And slide. So you can have the sound of a letter without having that letter. The Y imitates a number of sounds, but not just the Y. Not just the Y. You can have a diphthong, like the EA. That A is not pronounced sometimes. It depends. Or you can have the letter. The problem with English is that none of these things that I'm talking about is consistent. So we're talking about the long I. Oh, by the way, I was thinking about this the other day. You can have in English E, EE, that is double E, and EA. Doubling the E in English is quite common, but you don't see double A in English, and you don't see double I in English. You definitely don't see double Y in English. Why? That's how the language developed. So once again, Coralla Ficklin McLean, welcome.com. Welcome is WYC. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting how to spell my the name of my company. WYLCOME. Sorry. At .com. Okay. Thank you for coming to my videos. And I'm going to stop sharing. And I want to thank you. Have a good day, great day. Bye-bye.